So, what's up, everybody? Frank Valkyria, welcome to the channel. Today I'm gonna speak a little lower. I apologize because my voice, maybe it's the weather, sorry. But anyway, let's dive straight into a new video. We got a lot of stuff to talk about here, and it's getting maddening and more maddening every single day. So, yesterday I watched a video of that umbrella guy, and he was reporting that some of his video actually were copyright claimed by Warner Brothers, I think, which owns Discovery Plus. That it's part of the documentary footage that they showed in the documentary. Sorry, so it's fascinating that not only him or other YouTubers which were featured in the documentaries are being copyright claimed by a company that actually took the footage from them, put it in their documentary, and then they are reversing that copyright claim. So I know a lot about copyright claims in the way that you know, guys, that some of you at least know, the ones that I still hear from the times of music reactions and so on and so forth, that every single song that I've reacted to, doesn't matter if it was an original or a cover, all my videos are all copyright claim. All of them. 3,000 plus videos, they're all copyright claimed. Didn't make any money from it, just made money for record labels, and that's it. So I understand all about it, but it's very frustrating when it's your stuff and somebody's claiming that it's theirs. So this is the power of companies, and I hope that those things are also automatic stuff, so it might be just resolved by asking to release the copyright claim. So we will see what happens with that umbrella guy. But here we have also Nate the Cashier Bot Killer, which is still suing Christopher Bowsey from Bot Sentinel, and apparently his mass flagging or his inciting to mass flagging allegedly caused this channel Nick Ricchietta, which is also another YouTube channel, pretty big YouTube channel that covered the trial, and it was mass flagged out of Twitter. So this type of techniques really tells you a lot also on the platform, like what kind of ethics they use. And it's interesting that Christopher Bowsey, it's basically admitting of having privileges inside the company so that it can leverage to basically mass flag or block people which they don't like. So several employees at Twitter follow me, and yet this low budget troll thought it was a good idea to wage an obvious targeted campaign against one person who could bring it to their attention. It was always going to end this way. So like Nate is saying, wow, he said it out loud. So I honestly hope that they can do something about this, because this is bragging about being corrupted, bragging about basically misusing the connections that you have in order to censor people that you don't like. So that's really frightening, because then you start to wonder of how many people use the Machiavellian techniques, to get ahead in life. And seems like the narcissists really enjoy this type of targeting and behavior in order to make their way to the top. And I'm not surprised if we will find out that there are many of those which they're part of big companies or politicians, many of those intending people. So we will see where it goes. Another news that we have here that I saw thanks to Laura, the real Laura B. She posted this article from the Daily Mail on her Twitter, and I find it very interesting. This is Marilyn Manson. This is the article I was citing, which is, of the lawsuits of the travel insurance company. The one is suing the other to get part of the legal fees paid, paid by the insurance company. But also, Amber H is hiring another lawyer because there is a 50 million, bill to foot here. And so now she also hired this lawyer, Kirk Pasish, to try to see if those two companies, insurance company, they bicker with each other, but at the end of the day, they also pay the bill. So I have to admit, I'm always blown away by American money in the way Americans decide how much you need to pay. I understand that lawyers are expensive, but still, like there must be a level of speculation on what you can ask a customer, because 10 million, 50 millions in legal fees. I mean, even if you work on a case for years, how much freaking money do you ask for an hour? I mean, that's insane. I mean, so if a normal person has a defamation case on, or he wants to fight somebody that is trying to defame him, there must be like using two sort of balances, two scales, so to speak, to make those prices up. It's like a little bit the real estate, One part in America, it's like 150,000, you buy like 2,000 square feet with a garage and a garden, and in New York for like 150, 1,000 square feet, you get like $12 million because you see a tree from the window. You see a tree that's green, reminds you of Central Park, therefore 70 million now, okay? So funny that we're talking about this, because I think we're going towards a little recession, maybe not so little, and in the States is already starting to affect the real estate, losing literally millions on big properties. Honestly, I was looking forward to it in the real estate realm, because I think it's getting out of hand. Honestly, it's getting out of hand. It's like normal people, even people which they're wealthy, cannot afford the house. That's insane. It's like literally to buy an apartment that you can live with a family of 4, it's going to cost you 500, 600, 700,000 euro at least. That's an insane amount of money, and that's considered just an apartment. So I'm actually looking forward for the type of crash. Speculation has gone on for too long, and I know that it's not going to be good to be in a recession, but things are getting out of hand. And going back to AH, she seemed like in big trouble, this lady, because there is still the money that has to be paid to JD, the 10.35 million here, and plus those legal fees. It's not a good year. It's not a good year at all. But of course, I also wonder why those lawyers are coming to her aid. So my assumption is that they either know that they can get those insurance company to pay, and they get the paycheck themselves, and that's probably the stronger reason I can think of, because otherwise I'm just lost. I don't know why they will go in aid of somebody that has lost a defamation case, is deep in debt to that level, and if she doesn't have very powerful connections. But then again, we start to speculate. Don't want to speculate or start conspiracy theories, but you do ask yourself that question. So we will see where this leads. And again, guys, 70% of the people watching the channel, they don't subscribe. Please consider subscribing. I would really love to see you more on the channel. Tonight I was planning for a live. I might skip it because of the voice. So let's see where we're going. I just saw a lightning. Take care of yourself. Always spread love. Ciao.